Hi, thanks for tuning in today. Today I want to share with you something that I learned this morning as I was reading through my Greek New Testament. I think there's a misconception that's out there that people think that, if they start studying the original languages, they're going to see great, huge, monumental things that's impossible to see in their English translation. And I want to say that it is possible that your understanding of Scripture is enriched and deepened by studying the original languages, but a lot of the value of studying in the original language is being able to see some of these little nuances, which is hard to bring in from one language to another. You could translate it, and you can translate it accurately. And what I found in my study this morning is that while our English translations accurately translate a verse in the Scriptures, in John 10 specifically, there's a nuance here that's almost impossible to bring out into English and still have it make sense. It's not anything that's going to totally change your doctrine. You're not going to tear up your confession of faith or anything because of this, and your salvation doesn't hang on it. But it is an interesting nuance. Just one of those things that it's hard to bring from one language to another language. And there's a little bit of a play on words. So if you're interested, stay with me. We're going to look at this. Before we do, I want you to look at it in your English translation. So while this little clip is about to play, grab your English Bible if you've got it handy, and we'll take a look at this. Now, John chapter 10 and verse 16, Jesus talks about, he says, "Other sheep I have, which are not of this fold, them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice, and there shall be one fold and one shepherd." Then in verse 17, "Therefore doth my Father love me, because I lay down my life, that I might take it again." And notice this, he says, "I lay down my life." And I want you to keep that in your mind. I lay down my life, that I might take it again. Now, then verse 18, "No man taketh it from me, but I lay it down of myself. I have power to lay it down, and I have power to take it again. This commandment have I received of my Father." Okay, so he says, because I lay down my life, that I might take it again. So let's move on to verse 22. "And it was at Jerusalem the feast of the dedication, and it was winter, and Jesus walked in the temple in Solomon's porch. Then came the Jews round about him, and said unto him, How long dost thou make us to doubt?" Now think about that phrase, "How long dost thou make us to doubt? If thou be the Christ, tell us plainly." So I just want you to look at this with me in the Greek text, and I'm gonna, if I can, turn this on so you can see the screen I'm looking at here. I took a picture of my Greek New Testament. Okay, so I've highlighted for you in my Greek New Testament the phrases that I tried to emphasize a little bit in English. When Jesus says, "No one takes it from me," that is, no one takes away my life, no one takes it from me, that's this phrase that I've highlighted. Hang on. That's this phrase that I've highlighted right here. Right there. "No one takes it from me." Takes what away from me, Jesus? Takes away my life, or you could translate that, my soul. And then the other relevant phrase, just a few verses down, in is that verse 24, where the Jews say, "How long do you cause us to doubt?" or "How long do you hold us in suspense?" Notice how the same words are used. Soul, or life, soul, and then the Greek word for take, or raise up, is used here. And so what they've used here is an idiomatic expression. It literally translates until when our soul you raise, or something like that, or you take. But it's an idiomatic expression, which means something like, how long do you hold us up? How long do you make us think about this? How long do you make us to doubt? How long do you, how long are you holding us in suspense? But they've mimicked the exact same words that Jesus has used concerning his life or his soul when he means it literally. So Jesus literally says, no one can take away my soul. No one can take it away from me. I'm laying it down on my own, but no one can take it from me. Then in Greek, there's this idiomatic expression, which means how long do you make me to doubt? But it's a play on words from what Jesus has already told them. He says, no one can take away my life. And the Jews are literally saying, how long are you going to take our life? You see, it's hard to bring this out into English because the sense of what the Jews are saying, the idiomatic force of what they're saying is, how long do you make us to doubt? But they borrowed Jesus' own words to make that point. So Jesus is saying, no one can take away my soul. And the Jews say, how long do you take our soul or life, depending on how you translate that. So it's just a small nuance. I don't think you can translate it that way. I don't think you can translate that. If you translated this literally, what would it be? Until when our soul you take, that just makes no sense in English. Although he's used the exact same words in the previous paragraph, it has a different force. So let me give you an example in English. So let me try to tell you maybe an example. I'm not sure how clear this is getting yet. But if in English someone literally tries to pull your leg off, you might say, hey, you can't pull my leg. I'm not going to let you pull my leg off. You can't do that. But then later on, they say, hey, man, you're pulling my leg. And they mean, you're kidding me. That's a play on words. There's two different senses in which those words could be taken. You can say you're pulling my leg by like you're trying to literally pull on my leg, or you're pulling my leg as in you're kidding. And that's kind of what's happened here, is there's this play on words. They've used the same words that Jesus has used, but they've used them in a totally different sense. And so doesn't change your doctrine, doesn't change anything about what you believe on major doctrines of the Bible, but it's just a little nuance. And I think those things, for me, are worth learning the language to see all these word plays and all these little nuances. I want to know, do you think this works? Do you think there is a word play here? Do you think it's just an accident? Let me know in the comment section below, whatever you think. I'm certainly happy that you've taken the time to watch this video, and I hope it's added some value to you. So let me know, and we'll see you on the next video.